Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. It is episode something in the mid single digits of the Crappy Hour podcast.
Seven?
Uh,
Six or seven.
well, so we've recorded two that haven't been posted. One, I was silent, and one, we had a 150-pound pit bull chiming in more than we could.
Yeah, Mr. Worldwide.
So I've
Crappy
saved
Hour
that
the
one.
Lost Tapes.
I've saved that one so we can do like a 1-year podcast anniversary special where we can release the boozy tapes, and everyone's gonna think that it's just us like hella fucked up, but no, it's just the 150-pound dog named Boozy that's yelling at me for an hour straight.
Yes.
Yeah, false advertising. My name is Michael. I'm here as usual with my favorite two hosts. Normally I go Andrew. We have Whitney. And we have
Hello,
Mr. Buca de Guapo.
What's popping?
That was the whitest girl what's popping I've ever heard.
What's popping? There we go. Raising the bar.
As I drink my blackberry cider from my sparkly... It's got sparkles in it. Do you guys see this? I feel fancy.
I see some other sparkly drinks. We have a Bucky's Buca cup.
I see the Boosie's cup.
Busey's.
So speaking of drinks, I shared this with you guys in the group chat. I'd like to provide a review. Okay, this is our show and tell. Let me slide forward some. We have our first ever Crappy Hour unboxing show and tell.
Ooh, I'm excited.
For anybody that knows me knows that I am a very, very big Turnpike Troubadours fan. In fact, they were my number one most listened to artist last year. They beat out Harry Styles and Rage Against the Machine.
Wow.
It's a weird trio at the top there. They, however, partnered with a coffee company out of Arkansas called Onyx Coffee. And they collaborated on Long Road Home. It is a chocolate fruit punch molasses heavy-bodied coffee blend. And the packaging is exquisite.
Fruit punch.
Beautiful packaging. The back says, never settle for good enough on the back there. The top, which is
beautiful.
Gorgeous. Okay. We have a slide off, which is aesthetically very pleasing. The black bag is aesthetically pleasing. The little skull on the back. And then this is for all the viewers at home. Take a little smell.
Wow. Wafting.
And there's beautiful beans in here. Can you see the beans? Give her the beans. The beans, look at those.
Wow.
Oh, man, I wish you guys could smell. So I drank a pot of it last night, an entire pot, at about 10 o'clock at night. So I went to bed at about 3 a.m. Sorry, they're so good. I went to bed about 3 a.m. And then woke up and then immediately made another pot, and I'm about halfway through that. So...
Nice.
Yeah.
We're going to get very caffeinated, very happy Mike today. Hell yeah.
Mike is about to munch on some coffee beans because I enjoy the flavor.
Dude, you talking about just the beans, like look at the beans. Have you guys ever seen the Ross Creations? Have you heard of him? He is this guy on YouTube who does like really funny prank videos. Not like obnoxious man on the street, like go and bother people in public. Like but he does really funny pranks on people. And there's one video where he takes an old like CPU or like monitor, not monitor, like the CPU computer box, and he fills it up like full of black beans, and he calls a like computer repair guy to come to his house and look at it. I'm gonna have to pull this up.
I think I've seen that.
I'll have to send it to you guys. And the whole time, the guy opens it up and he's like, "Holy crap!" And he's like, "Have you looked inside here?" And he's like, No, I just bought it. It's like, this is food. This is beans. He's like,
I was
but he's like, he said, he's like, look, you got the motherboard in there. He's like, what are those? The motherboards?
I was so overjoyed
Not
whenever
podcasting, but it's a great video.
whenever bean memes started taking hold. I was so happy to find out that that was existing in the same world as me. I'm very grateful for the bean memes.
Do you guys remember
Still
moth
thinking about
memes?
those beans.
Oh, I am a humongous Mothman buff, and so I actually have an unboxing of my own for the crew that, thank God, since it's coming up, is within arm's reach of me.
Buka, you better get something ready to unbox.
Yeah, this is gonna be our worst ever audio episode for sure, but
Just
you
go
know.
get a box
it'll-
of butter out of the fridge and unbox 4 sticks of butter.
All right, so this is my MetaZoo Queen of Hearts Mothman card.
Wow.
And then tomorrow, my Mothman to Arms card will come in because I want a Mothman tattoo really bad.
Oh,
That
hell
may
yeah.
be my next tattoo. It's either going to be a raven, a moth, or both. So,
Not our logo.
what? So I did make a sign for the office for the lab with our logo on it. So I mean,
Ooh.
technically,
I got a new tattoo recently.
tell us.
It's right here. You can't really tell, but it's kind of dry right now because I just got out of the shower. I didn't put anything on it.
Girl, you ashy.
Yeah, I'm ashy
Together,
too.
Bruca.
Took a
But,
shower to invite us.
Yeah, my the tattoo shop that I've been going to, they had a Friday the 13th like flash sale, so I went and stood in line for like 3 hours, and this was only $40 after tip.
I'm so jealous.
They did
Yeah,
a
they had,
$20 sale at, here in town, but I was at work all day.
Yeah, it was like Friday the 13th, so they had like a couple different flash sheets. They had what the hell? They had one that was like smaller ones, like little baby ones that were $13 plus $7
So
tip.
cool.
And then they had like medium size that were $31 plus $9 tip. And then they had ones that were, I think, $131 that were bigger and a little more intricate. And I forget what the tip was on that. But anyway.
I'm so
Yeah.
jealous. I want to know.
Yeah, it was kind of like I didn't really know what to expect because I had never been to a flash event like that. Here, hold on 1 second.
Okay.
So, what do you think your next tattoo will be, Mike?
My dad was a lumberjack, and he had 2 like axes crossed over top of a crosscut saw, which won't make sense to 99% of the people on the planet, but I don't know, it's just my dad, so I kind of want to get that.
That would be awesome.
But also, I kind of want to get the marching man from the Black Parade.
That would be pretty cool too.
Yeah, I would also like to get, I don't know, just a lot of music related stuff.
Right.
Sorry about that, guys. The previous tenants from our house are the wife is a coworker of my mom's, so like I guess they know each other and talk to each other. But
So
I told my
she's
mom,
at best the second best employee at your mom's workplace?
not even close.
Oh. Go on, I'm sorry.
But anyway, like I don't know if they just like haven't changed their address on a bunch of their mail or keep forgetting, but like we get a bunch of their mail still. And I told my mom that they had some here, and I guess I guess she told this lady, and her husband like just showed up at our house to pick it up. No prior warning, no, hey, tell them we're gonna come by. Just fucking showed up.
That's how you get shot, motherfucker.
Yeah, bro, you're lucky. You're lucky I wasn't like
you're in Virginia.
Hour?
who the fuck is pulling up at my house at 7 p.m. unannounced?
On a Wednesday.
On a Wednesday.
Alright, so how was the Flash event overall?
It It was cool. Yeah, like I didn't really know what to expect, so I got there and there was like, of course, a line out the fucking door. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I don't think it's gonna take too long. And yeah, and then I waited for like 3 hours. Well, okay, no, I was there total 3 hours. I got in probably like 2.5, maybe, and then I was out of there in 3 hours, maybe a little more. But no, it was awesome. I had a great time, but I am so sad because I ran into my artist, and she wasn't tattooing. She just popped in because she's leaving.
Such a
And
bummer.
she's open. I mean, she's not leaving Virginia. She's gonna be like an hour, or maybe hour and a half away. Cause she and another guy from there are opening their own shop, um, and leaving the area. But like, so it's not too far that I can't ever go see her again or get tattooed by her again. But it's like, man, right now it was 10 minutes away from my house. Now it's like over an hour up north, which is never fun to go towards DC.
I
My
have.
favorite artist to use is he works out of Little Rock, so for me it's a couple hours at least drive. But he has gotten really, really popular, and so he's just incredibly difficult to get into. I mean, I'm talking like 4 months at best, and am not that. Usually, I have to have a little impulse in me to be
Yeah.
willing
Oh
to use
yeah.
one. So,
Yeah.
anyway, I'm kind of shopping a new artist a little bit. I had a guy that's about an hour away do it. Book, is Mike's image flashing for you, or is it just me?
No. It's I mean, it may be freeze framing a little slow, but it's not.
No, it's like all out flashing, but as long as it's not messing with y'all, I can make it work.
I don't
It's all
Don't
good.
have a stroke.
Yeah, please don't. I think the next body modification, if you may, that I want is I want to get a second nose ring, like right next to the one that I already have. Just want two right there. Um.
Be
Oh,
nice.
I lost you guys for a moment. Oh, okay, you're back. Also, uh, are you guys familiar with cybernetic enhancements for humans at all?
No.
Only that goddamn chip Bill Gates put in my fucking arm.
Yeah, see, that's what I want. I kind of want to chip both of my hands.
I want queso.
So,
Yeah. You get the chips, I get the queso.
so for like
baby.
$100, you can get the injection kit.
Please say you want a tail. Please say you want a tail.
No,
Content, content.
you get the
content.
injection.
Rat
You
Man.
get an injection kit that's got an RFID chip in it, and you get a programmer for it.
Oh, is that the like where you can put your like wallet and bank account and shit on there?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So, well, eventually we want to move out of an apartment, and I want to get a house. And I do everything on Siri, so I want to get like smart locks, so I can control it from my phone and whatnot in case
Dude.
I need to let the door open or whatever. Now imagine, hear me out. As men, we only take one trip from the car with our groceries. It's the law,
Okay.
correct?
Yeah.
So you
I'm
got
galling
your
out.
hands
I
full.
can make multiple.
And then you got like a case of water in this hand and a case of Diet Coke in this hand. Oh shit, the keys, I don't need them. Beep. Lean forward with my hand, unlock my door for me.
Yeah.
You know you can buy other stuff with $129.
I I had a smart lock at my old apartment. They installed them while I lived there, and I will say it was very nice because I had like a whole smart system. It was a smart lock that I could see if the front door was locked or unlocked, and I could like lock it from the app or unlock it. And I also had temperature control to the thermostat, so
I
could
want
like
that too, yeah.
so like if I was out of town or like went somewhere, I could. And I think there was two overhead lights that I could also control. So if I saw that the light was on, I could like go to my app and turn it off.
See, my electricity's out here too much. I would just be standing outside often. But I will say, I use timers all the time. And so this morning I went out to shovel snow. I'm out on a snow day. And I went out to shovel snow and I came back in and all my lights were out. And it's because it was my normal time to go to work. And so all my lights went out. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's a weekday. It thinks I'm supposed to be getting my butt to work, so it is now dark in my home. So anyway,
Yeah.
I feel so
forward
at home
quick.
every episode that I get to hear your voice, Whitney, because your voice just reminds me of my mom.
Okay, I think
In
that's
a-
a
in a
compliment.
good
I'll take
way.
it. Okay.
It's the
Thank
fact that
you.
when Buka and I talk, it's kind of just a little bit more sped up, so you gotta like really pay attention to
Yeah.
what we say. And then Whitney talks, and Whitney's just like, "Hey, oh my god, guys,
What?
okay, so holy shit, sorry, off topic. I am out of my stuff that the waxy substance that I use that I put on another hot substance that causes smoke to come
Yeah.
up.
That's yeah.
I was out, so I went to like scrape the reclaim out of the banger. And I have these little 2 quartz balls that sit in my banger and they spin when I have the carb cap on and it helps break everything up better. I forgot they were in there, so when I tipped it, I lost both of them today, and they're tiny, right?
Yeah.
I found one on my carpet. The other one I thought was gone. I was just playing with my hands in my hoodie pocket.
You found your other ball.
I found my
Lance
ball!
ain't strong no more.
Guys!
Mike finally found his balls.
Look
My
at him.
balls!
Those are almost BBs.
Yeah.
Um,
Little baby balls. One's just a little bigger than the other.
Dude, I'm so
just
excited right now.
tiny baby balls.
So it's annoying
Um,
because they're like $3 a piece, which isn't a lot of money, but I also don't want to like get out of the house and go to the store, the smoke shop, to go buy a $3 tiny little piece of quartz.
Some balls. Do you have snow now or no? You do have snow right now?
Yep.
Buka, do you?
No, just fucking bullshit rain.
Well, I'm glad you're excited about it. Are y'all snow day kings?
I like snow. Okay. I like snow. I like how snow looks. I like snow while it's snowing and for like a day after when it still looks pretty. But like after that, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
Do either of you have like goated childhood snow day stories or anything?
Well, I mean, I'm sure Mike's got way more than me. The only one I had one time, when I was in like sophomore in high school, we had a big snowstorm that turned into like an ice storm, and it kept like refreezing overnight. So we were out of school for like 2 weeks.
So, yeah, we had one
I got
like
snowed into my
that.
buddy's house for like a week. It was cool.
I had one like
We built
that
an igloo.
in, I think, '09 maybe, and I was out of power for 10 days, and that would have been livable, except it was a hot water heater that was electric, and so it was cold showers with no power and ice on the ground. But my all-time goated snow day story, we were playing slam ball on a kid's trampoline, and a kid goes for like a awkward layup and goes up, and when he does, the hook that hooks the net in hooks his face and like into his skull, and because
What?
I'm a
That's not. Why are we talking
responsible
about that?
child, I just ran away. I was like 7, and I was just like, I am out of here. I mean, like, there were adults there getting the kid help, and so I just, like, backed it up and just
when I was
skedaddled.
in college in Durant, Oklahoma, or Durant if you are not fucking stupid local from Durant.
Or my general pace of speaking, but
Yeah. Anyways,
Talk
so
faster.
we didn't have a lot of snow days in Oklahoma. Like maybe I had like 4 or 5 the total time I was in school out there. And then in Michigan it's different because like it takes a lot to get a snow day in Oklahoma or in Michigan.
Yeah.
I mean, because like we're
right,
Yeah.
like if you're not getting a foot, like you're going to school.
right.
So one time in college we had like Buka, we had an ice storm Well, most of us were underage, but one of our of age brothers in my fraternity happened to be like roommates or best friends with a liquor store owner or something in town. And so we got just an entire like case of 6 half-gallons of fairly decent rum that just didn't sell very well because it was an unknown name, but it was a good brand for like $20 for like 6 half-gallons. So we were yeah, we had an ice storm that shut us down. It was for like 7 or 10 days. So
and your liver had its personal Vietnam.
Oh, I almost had to go to the hospital. I had alcohol poisoning. One of my brothers, Trey, actually had.
You didn't have it, dude. You were it.
He had to lay me down in my bathtub with my pillow in a, like a leaf trash bag. So it didn't get wet. He put me in the bathtub with my pillow and then just turned the water on and let it spray me because I was covered in fucking puke. I was like, oh my god, thank you. Spiced rum still to this day, like, ugh.
When it snowed when I was in college, so all our fraternity houses were all in like one area, and it was called Fraternity Circle. So it was like a big loop. And there's like houses in the middle and then a couple on the outside. But when it snowed, we would now I've done a lot of dumb things, but I don't take a lot of like really dumb risks, like hurt myself risks. But we plenty of times would just get somebody with a truck or like a Jeep or something. I remember vividly being in the back of my buddy's Jeep with the rear hatch open and driving down the road, pulling people on like a snowboard or something down the street. But there was one time it snowed and they made some kind of fucking sled with like 2x4s and plywood.
That sounds terrible.
Sounds like tetanus.
It was like 2x4s and plywood, and they put like a rope on it and to hold on to, and strapped it to a truck, and we're riding around Fraternity Circle doing that. And I think at one point they got up to like 40 miles an hour or like 35 at least. Dude, somebody's gonna kill themselves.
When I was a kid, my parents split for a while. We moved back to Michigan, my dad and I. It was like part of fourth and fifth grade, maybe? Yeah, fourth and fifth grade. And so my uncle would come up for Christmas with his kids up to my grandma's where my dad and I were staying. And then my aunt lived just across town. And so my cousin Matt would be over. We'd all be over, right? My grandma had an old Dodge Caravan. Everyone knows the Dodge Caravan I'm talking about.
A beauty.
Yep.
A classic.
Yep. It's like it's the goated minivan.
Mm-hmm.
My parents had the
minivan, mega fun.
So my dad and my uncle fabricated a bar to go out of the back of the van. So they would open the back hatch of the van, and it had a bar. And we would all get on our sleds, lay Superman belly down on our sleds and hold on to this bar.
Yes.
While my dad and my uncle would drive us around the back roads drinking a 12-pack of beer.
Hell yeah.
This is a village of 300 people, so I don't want it to sound like they're child killers.
Yeah.
But we were going, 5 miles an hour down an old dirt road. So there was no traffic. It wasn't, it was still fucking stupid. You probably shouldn't be drinking beer driving down the road while also having 4 kids on sleds hanging onto the tail, the bumper of a fucking minivan.
Mm-hmm.
But, we did our thing. I survived. It was fun. I'd do it again.
We would do that with any lake equipment in the winter can become, so we would get ski ropes and the wakeboard or the knee board behind. We had 4-wheelers and ATVs and I'm dirt bikes more so, but my dad's he has 4-wheelers, and so it was just I was a human bruise after any snowstorm and it was always ice through my teenage years here. We didn't get many snows because the South, it was just icy, and so much pain was caused.
Yeah.
Because I'd be excited to make a snowman, and it would just be ice.
There's a video from my fraternity that was like, it was after I graduated, but I saw it on Old Row, and I was like, hey, I know that place. And they had a snow day, and they built a ramp because our house is like the front of fraternity circle, and you like come down the street. It's kind of like slightly angled down slightly downhill. And
see, our house was in the middle of the street.
Our house, the first one. But anyway, so it was like on the corner, and you come down, and our house is right there. So they built a ramp at the front of the corner, and then with like, I think they like drove somebody down there, and they were on like skis or a snowboard or something, and they like whipped and jumped off the ramp, like pulled behind a truck, and then hit the ramp, and I think they did like a backflip or something.
That's awesome.
And but I just like, I saw it on Old Row, and it's like, huh.
They
are still doing dumb shit. Like,
my end result decision on snow is if you're like 13 or younger, like 7 to 13, snow, greatest fucking thing ever. Because you get snowman, snowball fights, snow forts. You guys ever had snow ice cream?
Oh, yeah. Had it twice within the last 24 hours.
Yeah.
You know.
my mom used to make it as a kid, and it's literally like a splash of vanilla, a cup of sugar, and some milk in a bowl of snow. And it's like the white trashiest fucking thing ever, but it's bussin'.
Oh, yeah.
It's so good.
Oh.
That's what's fueling me on this podcast right now.
Throw some chocolate chips in there and forget about it.
Forget about it.
Condensed milk, bruh. Do 1-in-1 condensed milk and regular milk. Game over.
Sweet John.
I might have to do that almond milk though, because that's a lot of milk for your shitty boy over here.
I do almond milk. I do half and half condensed milk and almond milk. It's pretty baller, and then vanilla, of course.
We're an oat milk house.
I don't mind oat milk. I prefer almond.
I do almond usually as well.
Well, we don't get the like sweetened, like vanilla kind. We just get like original. So for the almond, for the unsweetened almond, it's kind of
No, I feel you there. I like the sweetened. So I'm trying to eat healthier, right? And I try to cut sugar and stuff out. So like I generally like if I drink soda, it's diet, and I drink a lot of water, sugar-free Red Bull.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But
I don't drink.
There's certain things where I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm going to consume the sugar in this product because this is the thing that I like. And my sweetened vanilla and vanilla almond milk is one of those things.
Yeah.
And my coffee. I don't put creamer in my coffee. I'll put like a squirt or two of the sugar-free syrups that Meg has. And then like 2 tablespoons or a tablespoon of, what's that, turbinado sugar?
Yeah.
With the raw cane sugar. I'll use that.
Yeah.
Which I feel a little bit better about because it's not near as processed as like granulated sugar.
Yeah. I've just been putting cinnamon in my coffee. Just cinnamon.
That's good for you, man.
Yeah, I have a vanilla cinnamon sugar too, or squirt. Meg's got all the 0 calorie, 0 sugar.
Yeah.
Cinnamon's supposed to be really good for your metabolism too. And I'm saying this as someone who failed 10th grade biology, so I know what's up.
That reminded me. I was like asking my mom. Thank you.
Yes.
I was asking my mom about like what my grandparents wanted for Christmas, or like if I should get. I mean, not what they wanted, because they don't need anything, or if I got them anything, what I could get them or anything. And my mom was like, well, they've really been liking cinnamon in their coffee, so you could get them like some cinnamon. I was like, I'm not getting them a fucking like jar of cinnamon for Christmas. Like what? I'd rather get them nothing, just like than
imagine
just
you
a
go to
jar
open
of
your
cinnamon.
presents on Christmas morning, and you open this box, and in this box is just like the little like 2-ounce McCormick ground cinnamon.
Yeah, like
don't you use this all in one place?
like, yeah, Mom, cinnamon, great, thanks.
We
appreciate the recommendation.
She's also been breathing a lot of oxygen lately, so if you just want to get her like some fresh air, that'd be fantastic.
They've been drinking a lot of tap water lately.
No.
Because if you could just get,
Pay their water bill.
yeah, yeah.
You know, if you could buy them some toilet paper, they're both still peeing
Mm-hmm.
a lot. So
Yeah.
Well,
And now I could, will say, sorry to cut you off. One more thing. I will say, I probably could have replaced a lot of things in their fridge that have probably been there since the last time I was there, which was several years ago.
absolutely.
Or at least a couple years ago.
Well,
I heard that they do dishes. You could have got them some dish soap too.
Yep.
Oh, dude.
Well, paying that water bill. Yeah.
I can't imagine. Well, I would say I can't imagine how much dish soap they go through just because they have so many like dishes, mostly decorative. But then I remembered that they also don't really cook anymore and just go out to eat all the time. So
Fair enough.
Zero dishes.
That's happiness as an old person. If I'm old enough, like
Dude.
when I'm old, if I have enough money that I can just be
That's
like,
happiness.
I'm never going to fucking cook again. I don't care if it means I gotta go to like Red Lobster or Olive Garden or like, you know, the mid restaurants. If I
Dude, if I could have
You-
cheddar bread biscuits every day.
Yeah.
No,
I would happily.
I'm not talking down on Red Lobster and Olive Garden, but they're like not considered to be good restaurants.
No, but
They're
like,
not good. They're fine.
but if I had to eat at one every day, I would survive. Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not like the Civil War.
Right.
Dude, if there's any of those like mid-chain restaurants
I love
to go
that.
to every day, if there's anyone you could go to, I think the best one would have to be Cheesecake Factory.
Hold
No,
on, I
dude,
was about.
Dude, are you kidding me? Have you seen their menu? It's like a fucking book, dude. You could have something different
If I
all
don't
the time.
get
You
to
wouldn't
tell
have to eat
my
the same 5
spice
things.
story, I'm
It'd
good.
be great.
So I guess the only reason I say no is because I've taken Meg twice, and like I'm a fairly picky eater, and their menu is, I'm sorry, it's expensive. Like it's just an expensive menu.
Okay, I'm not talking about price. I'm
Yeah,
saying
that's
if you
my
had
negative.
to choose one
I guess
chain restaurant
With no
that
price,
would be like
if I got to pick any chain restaurant with no price, I mean Applebee's is bussin', yo. I love Applebee's.
yeah.
You
I
can
haven't
get
been-
steak, salad, you can get chicken. I'm sure they've got some shit you could throw up for breakfast in that bitch too. Like eggs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Plus
Applebee's.
full service bar. And sports.
I haven't been to an Applebee's in a while, but I just remember last time I went, like, my food was like so greasy that it was off-putting. Like,
Okay.
I don't mind a little grease on my food, but it was like
Chili's?
my burger bun was soaked. Now Chili's I could get behind. Now we're talking.
If you only got to eat one fast food place for every day for the rest of your life.
Fast food?
Yep, fast food.
Ooh. Wow.
See, my thoughts are like if
I feel like there's so many good ones that I haven't tried that I don't have an informed enough opinion to pick.
like Five Guys, the quality is good, but you don't want you're gonna be dead within 2 years if you eat Five Guys every day.
Yeah.
Wendy's is good, but same thing. McDonald's, like any of those fast foods. So you'd have to think like a Chipotle or a Qdoba, something with, or like a Subway or Jimmy John's, something where you can get some actual like lettuce and greens, tomatoes and onions and shit.
Ooh. Jersey Mike's would be a good one.
Jersey Mike's is not bad.
I like Jersey Mike's. I mean, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take like the health factor out of it,
Okay.
because like any fast food, if you eat it every day, it's gonna fuck you up. But I don't know.
In that case, Taco Bell's a front runner for me.
Taco Bell is great.
It's so good.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. No, see, I'm trying to think of who has the most variety of something I wouldn't get tired of.
Culver's is good. Culver's is good and pretty quality. Their chicken's great.
Yeah.
Fish sandwich is good. Their burgers are good.
Yeah. Cookout is pretty good if you guys have ever had the pleasure of eating Cookout.
Sonic is up there for me.
I haven't been to Sonic in a while.
Well, you need to go get one of the Route 44 beverages.
Yeah,
silly goose.
there's one right by like the shopping center I go to like every day. It's where my gym is.
Sonic Ice right now.
Okay. So, I want to talk about the Damar Hamlin
Regular
thing. I want to talk Damar. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Before we do that, I'm going to take us in there lighthearted. This is Benjamin.
Stop. I haven't got to tell my spy story from 10 minutes ago, and I've been trying to tell it, and you turds keep talking over me. Okay. And I was going to admit something huge on the podcast, but now I'm not. So let's go on. Let's move on.
I'm sorry.
Tell us your story. Tell us your story.
No.
Whitney?
No.
You didn't buy that new camera and microphone to not tell the story.
Tell me about Damar Hamlin. Tell me about Damar Hamlin, boy.
Why do you say it like that? You hate Damar Hamlin?
I don't know what's happening because you were like, hey, y'all want to talk about Damar Hamlin? And it was like, I don't know what's going on. And you said, we'll save it for the pod.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is be lighthearted, and I'm going to take a blinker hit off of this Benjamin I have right here, okay?
I don't know what that means.
So I'm going to hit it until it blinks, until it says you can't hit it anymore.
Oh.
Oh, legal state, Mike.
Sounds expensive.
These youths.
Hey, here's a fun fact. I know you guys know this, but for the people at home, I quit vaping for New Year's.
Hey! Look at you go, buddy. I'm proud of you.
I will say I have,
It's pronounced vaping, but go on.
Vape.
I will hit the, occasional, like, hit of a Juul if somebody's got one. Maybe, like, once or twice a day. Maybe.
I'm proud of you.
I have not bought any vape juice. I have not had the thought of buying any vape juice. I have switched over to these little nicotine pouches, and I actually just recently bumped down from the 4 milligram to the 2 milligram.
Look at you go.
So I have been a slave to nicotine for too long.
Quitters are winning right now.
Okay.
I started smoking cigarettes at 18 in college, and I finally kicking this bastard.
Congratulations. Congrats, Buka.
Thank you.
Well, let's talk some Damar Hamlin.
Is Damar Hamlin alive? Yes or no?
Yes.
Whitney, is Damar Hamlin alive?
I don't know, but I think probably.
Yeah.
Well, the answer may surprise you, as a common internet conspiracy theory that's been circulating on Twitter as of late would have you believe that Damar Hamlin died on the field during the Bengals game.
Yes.
Okay.
Due to being vaccinated by the Pfizer booster shot. The Pfizer booster shot just days before the game. That's what caused his cardiac arrest, and that's what killed Damar. What you've been seeing has been a body double being paraded around the stadium. That's why, again, the man who just had cardiac arrest and was dead for a few moments,
Yeah.
That's why that man, that's the real reason that he doesn't want to show his face or anything else like that, or talk to his teammates or support his fans. That's also why, and not due to just poorly timed pictures, the man in the booth that was putting up the threes, that's Illuminati. That has nothing to do with the fact that he wears number 3.
Really?
And then when he went to do his heart thing, because he does the heart thing, someone got his hand like this, like getting ready to like make a heart, and was like, oh, he's doing the Illuminati triangle. He literally goes like this and went and made the heart, and they got the still shot of his hands being like this and him throwing his own number. Okay, so he's in the Illuminati. That's a body double. He really died because cardiac arrest caused by the COVID vaccine. Hold on, there's a lot. Okay, I'm trying to make sure I got it straight. Okay, Pfizer is a sponsor of the NFL. They're in cahoots, and they have to wait until after the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl is the largest sex trafficking organization or event annually in America. So, if people find out that the Pfizer booster shot killed Damar Hamlin. They'll boycott the NFL for working with Pfizer, and that will prevent people from going to the Super Bowl, and that will prevent people from getting sex trafficked, causing the global elite pedophile ring to no longer have access to fresh sex slaves. And for all of this, that's why they're playing off Damar Hamlin. That's why Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen were arguing on the sideline. It had nothing to do with the fact they just played like shit in the game. The reason they played like shit is because they were all just so upset that there's a body double portraying Damar Hamlin, and Damar Hamlin's family got hella fucking money to go along with all this. Now, within weeks of the Super Bowl happening, but in the off season, Damar Hamlin's going to get into a crazy car accident. That's how he's going to die, and that's how they can stop using the body double.
I hate it here.
I spent about 3 hours at work yesterday going down this rabbit hole on Twitter because I was just like, you guys are absolutely some sick, twisted fucks.
Do you know how much hate that brings to my heart on the fact that you have time at work to look at that whenever I barely pee? And never have time to check my phone.
Well,
I think I got it all right
Mike.
there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot to unpack. Book, I'm sorry, I interrupted.
That's okay. I was just gonna say, you just blew my fucking dick off, man. I can't believe all of that's true, and I can't believe you just uncovered that. What the fuck, dude? Wow.
So, I'm not gonna lie. Initially,
I'm a new man. I'm like a new guy.
When I started seeing all this, I was furious. I was like, how dare you, like, use this man's trauma. Oh, apparently Joe Biden is funneling all of the money that was raised for his charity, his GoFundMe. He's funneling all of that to his pedophile ring.
Yeah. How dare you use Damar's trauma to enrich your global pedophile ring?
Well, no,
lizard people.
What made me mad was like,
Illuminati
how are you
so
using this trauma? Like, it's sick that you're using this to try to be like, oh, the vaccine is dangerous. It's like, okay, dude, like, come on. Like, how fucking absolutely stupid and crazy do you have to be? I don't care if you're pro or anti-vax. This is insane.
This
it
coming off
like a reach.
This is coming off the past week of all the videos of people like showing like themselves shaking, like it's like, this is what the vaccine did to me, but their camera's like perfectly still and their legs are just like
This is what happens when I eat an entire bag of Nerds rope cut up pieces.
So I'm waiting for people.
Yeah.
Do you remember
I
when
just ate
Tua
5
got
pounds of
concussed?
sugar-free Haribo gummy bears and I shit my brains out for weeks.
Yup.
Do you remember when
Nailed it.
Tua got concussed and he got hit and he was laying there like twitching on the ground?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm honestly surprised now that people haven't come out and been like, oh, that's not Tua's concussion. That's the vaccine doing that to him or something.
Oh, I can
Like,
tell you what caused that. It was
Bill
because
Gates sent that signal.
no, I traded for Tua approximately. It went final like an hour and 37 minutes before his hit. And so I traded for that man and almost killed him. That's what happened to Tua. It wasn't about the vaccine.
Whitney, you hexed him.
Yeah.
I had a lady
I killed a grown man almost.
just on the conspiracy theory thing.
Wit.
I had a lady in my store one day at the unnamed mobile retailer that I work for. She was asking about 5G, and I was like, yeah, no, it's fine, it's safe. She goes, that's just what they want you to think. And I'm like, no, it's safe. She goes, I don't want a 5G device because I don't want to be exposed to it. And I'm just like, all right, well, your phone doesn't give off the signal. It's in the, like, I'm touching 5G signal, like, right now. I'm also touching 4G LTE signal right now. Also, if there's any 3G left in the area, I'm touching that. There's radio stations passing through my body right now. Like,
Yeah, I ate some Taco Bell earlier, so there's some radio stations passing
Yeah.
through my body
Yeah.
right now too.
Well,
buddy.
you started talking about Damar. I just picked up the Alex Jones channel in my
Yeah.
brain, so I'm
So-
grabbing it.
Well, I tried to explain it to her. I was like, man, I'm like,
1776.
I'm like your phone isn't what gives
Goddamn
off the
son of a
5G.
bitch!
I'm like,
Stupid fucker!
I'm like, you're already surrounded by the 5G. Like, it's. She's like, no, it's your phone. I know. My son puts up the towers. I'm like, okay, man. Well, if that's the case, I would be dead by now if it was that bad because we have like 40 or 50 live devices in our store. I also have a 5G network device sitting here on my desk. Yeah. 2 phones, my watch, Meg's phone.
Oh, I'm in a classroom with
like-
at least 30 cell phones at any given moment.
Yeah.
That lady
They're
needs to
called
cut ties
teenagers.
with her son. She needs to cut ties with her son
If
because
she-
his 5G particles are gonna rub off
Yeah.
all over
He's
her
pretty
house.
much
Oh, it's
radio
probably
wave.
already infected her
Everywhere.
because they have
She-
they share DNA, so it's probably already in her DNA now. She's probably
You're never
already
gonna
dead.
see her
Insane.
again. You're never gonna see her again, Mike. She's already dead.
That's
She's at home
One-
dead on the floor right now from 5G.
She's
I'm not
probably-
gonna
Yeah.
say I'm glad I don't ever have to see her again,
Yeah,
but
well,
I'm not
I hope you're happy she's
upset.
dead.
I'm not upset that I don't ever have to see her again. R.I.P. to her, but not my problem. I was also like, man, if 5G was dangerous, how long has your son been doing this? He goes, oh, he started when they first started putting up these towers like 5 years ago. And I was like, yeah, no, your
Just
son
not
would be
worried
fucking
about it.
fried, like dead. Like if it was that bad from miles away, and he's like this close to it.
Just wait.
He wore his tinfoil hat, so he's safe.
Just wait till she hears about G Unit.
Oh,
She's gonna
man.
get overwhelmed.
Dude, we get the craziest. So we're like central but northern Michigan, like north of us. It's just like basically hillbillies for the rest of the country or the rest of the state up and the UP, except for Traverse City, which is like super rich, nice and yuppie. It's a very beautiful place. So we're the farthest store north, so we get a lot of people that are like backwoods hillbillies, like Virginia Hills or like Southwest Arkansas. Like we get those people that are like, oh, Bill Gates wants to take my gun and execute me with it because he put a chip in my butt when they tried to give me a flu shot in 1938 in Vietnam. And it's like, none of what you said adds up right now. It's impossible for any of that to make any sense. Like, whatever, dude. So we get a lot of that stuff. And especially because 5G is such a hot, like, conspiracy theory topic.
Mm-hmm.
It's just insane. There are days that we open the door to the back to go look for a device or go do something, whatever. And the door slams behind you and you're just like, what the actual fuck is this bitch talking about? And it's like, dude, I swear to God, it's so bad. It's so bad.
I had a couple of retail stories. I never had. So I worked at Joseph A. Bank, and then I worked at Total Wine, so I didn't have to deal with any like real crazies. But like, yeah, just I mean, I'm sure you know, like people who come into Joseph A. Bank and be like, hey, they'd come in at like 6 or 7 p.m. say, I have a job interview tomorrow and I need a suit. I'm like, well, tough shit. Sorry.
We had a guy come in and do an upgrade the other day. We close at 8. We prefer we don't like to do upgrades, to be honest. But if you're gonna do an upgrade, we prefer that you're in there by like 6:30, because give us 30 minutes of working time to like go into your account, discuss the phone that you want, discuss payment options, financing, all that stuff, without being rushed, so we can go thoroughly actually do our job the way we're supposed to. That way you don't have to spend the next 6 months fighting because you didn't get a promotion because we missed it because you rushed me. Also gives us about an hour tops to do a data transfer.
Yeah.
Frequently, for someone like me or you, we could have that done very quickly. We would just do an iCloud backup, most likely. Like if I didn't know you, but I saw you walk into my store, I'd be like, yeah, do you just want to do an iCloud backup restore? And you'd be like, yep.
Yeah.
Like, sweet, okay, boom, there's your phone. Have a good day. It'll be all on there within like 2 hours. And you're gone. But these people can't do that, so we have to do the actual transfer. And when they trade their phones in, we can't kick them out until they're done because we have to keep this phone, right? And they just get all pissy and stuff. So he comes in at like 7:45, 7:40, and we're just like, no. This is my store manager too. He was like, no. He's like, why not? I've been trying all day. And he's like, yeah, we told you to get authorized. It took you 4 hours to get authorized, and you decided to come back 15 minutes, 20 minutes before close. We need an hour to do this at minimum. Like, get the fuck out.
Yeah.
What is your problem, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
And then this is last night, and like 10 minutes after we closed last night, right? Lights are off. I'm in my hoodie with the beanie on. My store manager's got his hoodie on because it's chilly, so we've got just hoodies on chilling, and it's not work clothes. Lights are down. We've both got AirPods in. Unscrewing the phones, putting them away in the safe, right? And dude is pounding on the door because he wanted in to get one of our T-Mobile Tuesday free umbrellas. And Scott was like, we can't have anyone in because like safes are open and everything, so we can put phones and cash and whatnot away, right? Like very against policy to let anyone in now. So he's like, no, I can't let you in, dog. And this guy's like holding up his phone being like, umbrella. And we're just like, no. And the guy's like, yes, I hit redeem. And Scott's like, I don't have one for you. He goes, yes, you do. He goes, I'm out, dude. Bye. And just like turns and walks away. And this guy's like still trying to get in. And we're just like, turn. And we're like, no. The fuck
Did you not see the fine print says first 10 customers.
I mean, we had more. But it's like, no.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow, motherfucker. Like, what are you doing?
No, Total Wine was closed. We had to wait until customers were out of the store to we could like take drawers out of the cash register and go back into we had a room with the safe and everything. But like when we close the store, nobody's in there. We lock the doors and just leave the door open because you have to have a key holder open it for you every single time. So we just leave the door open. But if people were still in the store, we have to sell it to them. Usually because we close at 9 and it'd be okay until about 9:15. But if it got to about 9:30 and people were still in the store, I'd be like, hey, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
I had someone I was finishing up an upgrade.
This is not a private shopping experience.
I was finishing up someone's upgrade, and it's 8:15, 8:30, right? It's 30 minutes past close. I'm usually home by that point in time. And we're finishing up, and I'm like, all right, is there anything else we can help you with? And the doors have clearly already been locked. All the registers have already been taken to the back. I'm just finishing up working this customer up. And I was like, all right, you have any questions, anything like that? Anything else you need? Or are you all set? Have a good night? And they're like, yeah. Can I do an upgrade on my son's line now?
No.
We're like, no. We close. Oh, when y'all close? 8 o'clock. Well, it's only 8:30. I'm like, which is 30 minutes past 8 o'clock. I'm normally home by now. And they're like, you don't want to get paid for this? I'm like,
I'm that bad.
Not going to make enough money off your fucking cheap upgrade because you got bum-ass credit. You're upgrading to an A13 on our Essentials plan. It's the 5th line. I'm going to make, if I'm lucky, $2.50 for this and then $13 for the hour I'm there. I don't need $15 that bad.
Yeah. No.
After taxes, I don't need $8 that bad. Fuck out of here. I'll just bring a sandwich to work instead of getting a quesadilla one day.
Yeah.
No. Dude, retail is the worst fucking job. Except it's also the best job because a lot of the times I work with people that actually are invested in their devices and understand what they're wanting. And it's great to be able to talk to someone and be like, yeah, no, I understand why you want this one over this one.
Yeah.
Thank you for understanding the difference. Because people are like, hey, what's the difference in the 14 and the 14 Pro? And I'm like, the Pro's got blah, 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 blah. And they're like, what's the size difference? And I'm like, dude, they're literally sitting next to each other. You can clearly tell they're the same fucking size.
Yeah.
Well, what's the difference in the Plus and the Pro Max? Same thing, but bigger. Same, but different. Pro, 14. Pro Max, 14 Plus.
Yeah.
It's very self-explanatory.
It's like, yeah, but alrighty.
That was a good vent.
Book, you gonna have to split, bub?
Yeah, I got pizza downstairs. The
Ooh.
DiGiorno croissant crust. If you've never had it, fucking banging.
It's not delivery. It's DiGiorno.
It's DiGiorno.
This episode brought to you by
croissant crust, dude. Get it.
By the way, my fast food pick, Dairy Queen. Boom.
Fair.
Because keep in mind, I have pretty limited options here. Like, I've never had Qdoba or Chipotle. Ever.
Really?
Or Cheesecake Factory. Because we don't have them. I don't have... Memphis would probably... Well, we have a Chipotle, but it's brand new. So,
girl,
dude, we're gonna get you out of there sometime, and it's gonna be like taking Tarzan.
I mean, like, I've
to the
experienced things.
Like,
Like,
you're gonna be
I've
like
gone to
George
New
of the-
York City.
can we
I've
take
been
her
to
to like
Cheesecake
New York
Factory.
City
Whitney-
one day? Like, can we just take Whitney to New York City?
I've been
Whitney's
to New
gonna
York
be
City.
like George of the Jungle. Just like,
I didn't go to
what's
New
all
York City
this?
and say, "Oh my God, I need to have Cheesecake Factory."
We need to bring some like 2x4s that we can tie her to carry her through the city when she dies of a heart attack from like seeing a 2-story building for the first time.
From Nerds Gummy Clusters.
Wait
is what
till
the heart attack-
wait till she sees a 3-story building.
It'll be wild.
Or a
That's
bridge
a big
that's not
old house.
or a bridge that's not just logs.
How many kids and goats can you fit up in that thing? That's what I'll be like. That's what I
Oh
sound
my
like.
goodness.
All
Well,
right,
guys,
folks.
this has
With
been
2 master's degrees,
It's been a
I'm
good
getting
time.
disrespected.
This has been a good venting session, good talk. Did we have a verdict on the Damar Hamlin conspiracy theory? Do we think that's
I'm sold. I'm sold. I blame
I
Bill
literally
Gates.
got abducted by aliens for like 3 minutes of the episode because that
Holy
was wild.
fucking clickbait. Can we please just name this episode What Really Happened to Damar Hamlin?
Yeah, dude. Get some good hashtags. We'll get some traction for sure.
I'll work on some clip art.
We do have some super shameless captions on or hashtags on some of these episodes.
Yeah. Just throw Elon Musk, like Andrew Tate, and fucking Damar Hamlin on there.
George
That's a winning
Clooney,
recipe.
George Santos, Santa
Great one.
Claus.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
On
end
that
it at
note-
George Santos because I could talk for days.
On that note-
hilarious.
I'm out.
All right, peace out. Follow us on our socials. Buka
At Diddly Poo, POOO.
_.
No, just DIDDLYPOOO. All lowercase.
Wow, I could have swore it was 4 O's and an underscore, but it's just 3 O's. Wow.
Nah, bitch.
I'm a silly little goose.
You just see my name and you think about me a little longer.
I'm a silly little goose.
Truly.
Whitney, socials, go.
At Paging Dr. Crutch.
That was
On everything.
at O'Halligans, OHALLAGANS. On Twitter and your mom.
I don't want strangers following me on Instagram, so Twitter it is.
Yeah, Twitter. I don't even know my own Instagram, if we're being honest.
Fair enough.
But do you guys want to reactivate our Bebo accounts from the early 2000s? I don't know if you guys ever had Bebo, but that was like the cool thing.
Y'all
in
add
my
me
school.
on MySpace.
Add me on the ground.
Keep Peaches as my MySpace song. Good night, guys.
Good night, guys.
That's
Thanks
all
for
we
stopping
On
by.
my titties
Bye.
like you wanted me, calling me all the time. As long as you